Kwam 1. Photo. Proudly Yoruba Olori Omooba of Ijebu land and Fuji musician, Wasiu Ayinde, has written Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State, alleging his exclusion from the ongoing selection process for the next Awujale of Ijebu land. In his letter, Ayinde claimed that the Fusengbuwa Ruling House, next in line to produce the Awujale, had been issuing directives that contravene the Chieftaincy Declaration, Obas and Chiefs Law of Ogun State, noting that the measures were intended to disenfranchise him from contesting for the throne. The allegations were contained in a letter dated January 8, 2026, sent to Governor Abiodun by Ayinde's lawyer, Dr. Wahab Shittu. The selection of the new Awujale has reportedly attracted over 60 contestants, with Ayinde, popularly called KWAM1, also declaring his interest. Recall that the Awujale stool became vacant in July 2025 following the death of the 91-year-old Oba Sikiru Adetona, who reigned for 65 years. However, the Fusengbuwa family, the ruling house responsible for producing the next Awujale, had previously stated that Ayinde was not a member of their family and, therefore, ineligible to participate in the selection process. The popular Fuji musician had earlier approached the Ogun State High Court in Ijebu Ode seeking an interim injunction to stop Abiodun and 6 others from proceeding with the selection. The court refused the request, ruling that the application lacked merit, and he later withdrew the suit. In a recent letter to Abiodun, Ayinde stated that the Ijebu Ode Local Government, through a letter dated January 6, 2026, from its secretary, Oke Adebanjo, had given the government's approval for the ruling house to commence the selection process. He expressed surprise that while family members were preparing for the meeting, one Prince Adeleye Lateef Ademuyiwa, the family's public relations officer, issued a notice directing candidates to collect nomination cards and appear before a screening committee chaired by Prince Mitiu Adenuga. He explained that the directive scheduled the nomination exercise for Monday, January 12, 2026, but also stated that the process would be carried out by delegates to be selected at a meeting held on January 10, 2026. The letter reads, "It is a matter of deep concern to our client that all these directives, which contravene the Chieftaincy Declaration, Obas and Chiefs Law, and the letter from the Secretary of Ijebu Ode Local Government, were included in the family's letter dated January 6, 2026. Efforts to obtain a reaction from the Ijebu Ode Local Council chairman proved abortive.